You may be facing challenges with the criminal justice system right now, but I have no doubt you have been extraordinarily successful in other areas of your life. Our job at Prison Professors is to help you restore that confidence so that you can get back to feeling as if you are living a life of meaning, relevance, and dignity. And I hope that you will take advantage of the many videos that we have available on our YouTube channel or the many articles that are available on our website at prisonprofessors.com. They're absolutely free. They cost you nothing, but they will save you enormous amounts of stress, and they will help you get your life back on track, just like our colleague Sam Mangel found. He learned that there are steps that a person can take to advance prospects for a really successful journey through the system. Sadly, he didn't get that information until he was already sentenced to 60 months. Sam simply relied upon his criminal defense attorney in the very beginning. You can see his story. There's a link to the video where we interviewed Sam, and he talks about his journey of being a CEO of an insurance company, finding that some people on his team made some decisions that they should not have made. Authorities began a government investigation. That government investigation he thought would be resolved civilly, but instead there was this concept of willful blindness, saying you knew or you should have known. And unfortunately for Sam, the government chose to bring a criminal indictment against him. When he's retained counsel, that defense attorney told him, don't worry about it, this is going to get resolved. Sam kept feeding money into his criminal defense. He didn't know better. He'd never spoken with anybody that had been in the crosshairs of the criminal justice system. So, as a result, he trusted in the attorney without looking any further, without trying to learn more about how the system operates or what steps may be available to him to transform his life. As a result, his defense attorney didn't really prepare him for what was to come. He, after many hundreds of thousands of dollars in criminal defense fees, his defense attorney told him the best thing that he would be able to do would be to take a plea agreement. Sam didn't even know what a plea agreement was. When his defense attorney explained to him, well, what that means is you're going to have to accept responsibility and say that you did something. And Sam said, but I didn't do anything, and I didn't know that something was going on. Doesn't matter. By that point, his defense attorney had concluded that Sam was running out of funds and told him, now's the time to cut a deal and to plead guilty, because you're not going to have the wherewithal to go to trial. Sam had never been through a criminal trial before. He agreed and said, okay, well, I'm going to take a plea, because the defense attorney said, worst case you're going to get is home confinement, but you'll probably get probation. Well, it didn't turn out that way. By the time Sam went before his sentencing hearing, as you can hear in his own words, he was totally unprepared. He didn't know what a pre-sentence investigation report was. He didn't know anything about a sentencing hearing. He didn't know how to advocate for himself at that sentencing hearing. And although he went in there expecting to go home with probation or home confinement, instead, when the judge slammed the gavel down, Sam got 60 months in federal prison. He served that time inside the minimum security camp in Miami. Fortunately for Sam, before he went in there, he started to learn. He started to learn the types of lessons that he wished he would have learned long before he went through that criminal justice process. The reality for anyone is that the sooner we learn about the road ahead, the more effectively we can prepare for the most successful journey, particularly when we're going through difficult times. What you've got to envision is you're in the middle of the sea and a storm is coming and you need a compass. And that compass can be somebody with the wisdom of having gone through it before. There's nobody better than Sam or the other members of our team that are extremely well qualified to help people understand the journey ahead. For example, we have Lawrence Hartman, who is our project manager. Lawrence has a law degree from Columbia University. He used to be a lawyer on Wall Street and in the securities industry before he went into the real estate space and then some investments as an entrepreneur in Central America. Unfortunately, cutting some corners resulted in a government investigation. He didn't know the journey. A guilty plea followed. with a 10-year prison sentence. So obviously this is a man who didn't lose all of his intelligence that got him into Columbia Law School, but now he has a different depth and breadth of knowledge about the criminal justice system, having served time in federal minimum security camps. Then we have, besides Larry, we also have, and Sam, we also have Justin McPerney, my partner, a graduate of USC, a former stockbroker, somebody who's built a career after coming out of prison, helping other people navigate the journey and prepare for a successful outcome. Besides Justin, Sam, and Larry, we have Mike, who leads our nonprofit division. Mike has been a criminal defense attorney for longer than 20 years. He is a former elected official. He is has been very active in politics, and we're really grateful that he's working with us to develop the nonprofit. We have Francis, another former lawyer with a law degree and also an MBA and a CPA, extensive knowledge, and he works with us in quality assurance. We have Dean, a process engineer who went through a government investigation, and as a result of his preparations was successful in avoiding a prison term and instead got sentenced to probation and some community service, which we were grateful that we had an opportunity to provide him with that avenue to do community service with us. We have Dr. Alap, who is an extraordinarily gifted physician, but sadly, the results of government investigations put him in prison, and now he is working on our team. And of course, we have Tulio, an amazing guy who trained himself to work on computers while he was serving a federal prison sentence, and now he is the head of our IT department. I may have missed somebody on our team, I don't know. Forgive me if I have. I'm trying to just doing this extemporaneously, but I know that there's quite a few people. I don't know who I missed. But my name is Michael Santos, and I'm the founder of Prison Professors. I've gone through 26 years in federal prison and have a real depth and breadth of knowledge about how that system operates, but more importantly, steps that you can take to position yourself for the best possible outcome. And I do hope that you will take advantage of all of our videos. You can subscribe to our channel on YouTube. You can visit us on Facebook. You can look at our websites at Prison Professors and get a real education on what goes forward. I highly recommend if you visit us at Prison Professors, you go to the Services tab at the top, you look for the Consulting menu, and there's just a series of articles there that are really going to help you understand the system ahead and what you can do to get a better outcome. But if you really want to talk to somebody who knows a lot, make sure that you give a call to our team. Sam Mangel is really a wealth of information, and I have no doubt that he can help you. My name is Michael Santos. I do hope that you will subscribe to our channel and take advantage of all of the resources that we offer for free, or if you'd like to book a call, book an appointment, make sure that you do so by contacting us at prisonprofessors.com. Thank you.